I'm Rachel. Welcome to On Demand Boxing with WorkWell NYC. Today's workout is going to last 45 minutes and you will not need any equipment. Let's go ahead and get started. So fighters, boxing fundamental 1 is to learn jump rope. That's how we're going to warm up today. We're going to go for a 2-minute round of jump rope. So for this, you will not need a jump rope. You're just going to shadow jump rope. I'm going to get this timer started. We're going to get going for 2 minutes for this first round. Here we go, team. In 3, 2, and 1. You just want to start rotating side to side. Make sure that you're lightly bouncing back and forth, right to left. Rotating those wrists. Make sure you have a nice soft bend in the elbow. And you're just cruising. So fighters, why do boxers jump rope at the beginning of our workout? You have to remember that this is a very similar move to how our fighter's rhythm is, which I'm going to teach to you after we're done jump rope. So just continue to breathe. Inhale and exhale. Just getting warmed up. Gotta make sure that we're staying on the balls of the feet. Make sure that you're relaxing those shoulders. Relax the jaw. We're 1 minute in, team. 1 minute. Let's see if you can start to pick up the pace, maybe just a notch. "40 seconds, team, 40 seconds. "20 seconds left. See if you can pick it up maybe a little more. Continue to rotate even though you're not holding the jump rope. 10 seconds. In 5, 3, 2, 1, take a break. Yes, team, good. You have 1 minute to rest. All right, so the second round, we're still going to continue to jump rope. We're going to go in a different pattern. You're going to have 30 seconds of that cruise that you were just working. For the next 30 seconds, you're going to pick up your knees into high knees. You have 2 options. You can go ahead and make sure that you're bouncing in between. If a high knee bounce is not optional for you, just pick one knee up and then the other, still rotating the rope. So team, you still have 30 seconds to get ready. If you need to grab a drink of water, please do so. If you need a towel, because you realize you need one now, you didn't know if you first started, go ahead and grab it. And we still have 20 seconds until we go. Good, team, your time is going to start in 10 seconds. Make sure that you get set and ready. Make sure that you're phantom holding that jump rope. We're going to go for 30 seconds in 5, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Cruising. This is your cruise. When I say go, you're going to pick it up into those high knees. Good. Still cruising. You have 15 seconds. Good. Keep it up. Here we go. 10 seconds. We're going into high knees in 5, 3, 2, 1. Pick them up. Remember, you have the option, if you can't jump in between, to just pull one knee up and then the other. Keep them up. Keep them up. Go ahead, team. 15 seconds. Stick with it. Inhale and exhale. We're going back to that cruise in 5, 3, 2, 1, and cruise. Slow the heart rate down. Slow the heart rate down. Inhale. Exhale. Good. You have 1 more just like that. 1 more. Still cruising, team. You have 15 seconds until we pick it back up. This is your last set of 30 seconds in 5, 3, 2, and 1. Come on, team, pick it up. Let's work. Make sure you're tucking the core, using your core to pull your knees up, not your body. Come on. 15 seconds. You're gonna sweat today, team. Come on. We got 10. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Take a break. Yes. Good. Go ahead, grab that drink of water, grab that towel. We're gonna get set up. All right, I'm gonna reset your timer. Team, from now on, we're gonna be working in 3-minute rounds. Each round is gonna be 3 minutes. You're gonna have a minute to take a break, and then we'll start again. All right, team, so for your very first exercise, we're going to work the basic movement in boxing. So what I want everyone to do is to go ahead and get into a stance with your feet shoulder width apart. If you're right-handed, you're gonna swing that right leg behind you. That's your dominant leg. If you're left-handed, you're going to do the opposite. All right, from here, I want you to make sure that front toe is facing the mirror. This back foot is facing somewhere off to the 45, probably a little bit less. From there, you're going to square your shoulders up. Make sure your hands are high. From there, turn your torso so that your rear shoulder is hidden. Bend your knees. Tuck your elbows into your side. Bring your chin down. Let your hands rest on your cheekbones. Rock back and forth. Fighters, remember, there's a million ways to stand in boxing. This is just your fundamental stance. All right, from here, we're gonna start moving 2 steps to the right. If you're left-handed, you're starting going to the left. So whenever we move, we wanna make sure that we are always stepping with the foot in the direction that we're leading. Since I'm moving to the right, I'm stepping with the right first, letting the front foot catch up. Step with the rear foot, let the front foot catch up. We're gonna go the opposite direction now, 2 steps to the left. Push off with the back, step with the front, let it catch up. Step, let it catch up. Good, team, let's do it again, going 2 to the right. Step, catch up, step, catch up, rock. Good, team, again, 2 steps to the left. Catch up, catch up. Good, continue to rock. Team, in 10 seconds, I want you to go right to left on your own time. 3, 2, and 1. Take 2 steps to the right, 2 steps to the left. You want those feet to stay shoulder width apart at all times. You don't want the feet to come together, right? We want to make sure that at any time we can plant our feet and we can throw punches. That's why we keep our feet just like this. The more advanced you get, the more fancy you're allowed to make your feet. Once you start winning some fights, then you're allowed to do whatever you want with your feet. And even then, I'm sure the coaches would disagree. Good, team, continue to move right to left. Staying on the balls of your feet. You don't have to be on your toes, but you want the balls to be the main point on your feet that you're moving on. Good, team, give it another 10 seconds. Good, in 5, 3, 2, and 1. Take a break. Good, still in 5 years in. Now we're gonna start moving forward to back, unilateral movement. So when I go to step forward, it's more simple than going lateral. When I move forward, I'm stepping forward with that front foot, letting the back foot catch up. Stepping forward, letting the back foot catch up. I'm moving backwards, stepping, catching up. Stepping, catching up. Try it with me in 3, 2, and 1. 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. Good, team, you're gonna work this on your own in 3, 2, and 1. 2 steps, 2 steps. Staying on the balls of the feet, feeling nice and loose. 2 forward, 2 back, making sure those hands are staying up, those elbows are still tucked in, no chicken wings, protect the body. So make sure that you're facing your opponent at all times. That happens to be me today, I completely understand. Don't get offended. Good, we're here for another 30 seconds, stick with it. those feet shoulder width apart. I can't emphasize it enough. Shoulder width apart. We have 15, halfway through. In 5, 3, 2, and 1. Take a break. Yes, you could go ahead and grab a drink of water. You have a minute to recover. So, the way that I like to teach next is move from footwork. Now we're going to move to defense. Punches are going to be the third thing that we work on that everyone's obviously the most excited to learn about. So, defense, that's where we're going to start. In 30 seconds, I'm going to have you all practice your ducks and your slip. As you're relaxing, the duck is when you're going to go straight underneath the punch. It's one of the first lines of defense, right? If something is thrown at you, most of us, our first reaction is going to be the duck underneath, right? The slips are very similar to ducks. That's when we move our heads to the right or move to the left based on what punch is coming at us. So fighters, I want us all to get into that boxing stance in 3, 2, and 1. Into that boxing stance, rocking back and forth. There's your bell. All right, team, starting with the duck. I want you all to go ahead and make sure those elbows are feeling tucked in. From there, you're going to go straight down, a little bit of a bend, a little bit of a push, and then come right back up into that fighter's rhythm. Try it with me in 3, 2, and 1. Duck. Go back to fighter's rhythm. Duck. Good. Duck. Good, team. Try it on your own time. You can duck twice in a row. You duck once. Just make sure when you do, your eyes stay up at the camera or wherever you're facing. We'll make sure that your hands stay up by your face. Good, team. We're going to take a break in 3, 2, and 1. Take that break and find your stance. All right, we're going to now work our slips. So, fighters, when we talk about slips, remember, if you are fighting from the left-handed stance, you're going to be doing the opposite of what I'm saying, all right? So, the first thing we're going to do is going to slip to the right, which is going to be inside. So I want us all to go ahead and stay steady with the feet. I want you to drop your hands by your side, and I want you to bend side to side, letting your fingertips fall down the sides of your body, right down your legs. And notice this is more of a crunch than anything. My knees are slightly bended. Depending on your opponent, you may have to slip farther or you may have to slip shorter. That's going to depend on who you're up against. So team, I want you to now put your elbows up, right back to where they were in the regular fighter's position, and slip side to side. Good, now notice my shoulders. I'm not square. I'm still hiding that back shoulder. Good, team. Take a break. Walk back and forth. Good, now a little drill for the last 45 seconds. When I say slip, you're either going to slip to the right or slip to the left. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Slip. Back to center. Slip. Slip. Make sure you're exhaling each time you use a movement. It doesn't have to be audible, but make sure that you're still breathing. Slip. 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 That's your 10-second warning, team. Slip. Slip. In 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Good, team. Take a break. Excellent work. Grab a drink of water, grab a towel. We're going to go ahead and move on. So the next thing we're going to do is put together the footwork and one defensive movement. So we worked on moving front, back, left, and right. We also worked on the duck and the slips. If you need to at any time, if you need to pause the video just to go through those movements one more time, you're more than welcome to do so and pick up on where we left off. That's the great thing about on demand. So from here, you're going to take 2 steps in whatever direction you want to. You're going to plant your feet and perform a defensive movement. So for example, I'm going to take 2 steps forward. I'm going to plant my feet. I'm going to slip to the right. Now I'm going to take 2 steps left. I'm going to plant my feet, step down, move to the right, plant my feet, slip to the left. So this is a free round for you in terms of which direction you want to move and which defensive movement you're going to do. All right, team, here we go. We're going to do this for a 3-minute round. Stay on the balls of your feet. It's going to get tedious. It's going to get repetitive, but that's what we want. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, begin. 2 steps in whatever direction you want. Defensive movement. Remember, team, you don't have to move as fast as I do. You don't have to move as slow as I do. If you're more advanced, you can start to pick up that pace. This is your first boxing class you've ever taken. I want you to take your time. Good. Make sure those hands stay up. You might have saw that I almost let that hand fall and I went to slip. Don't let that happen. That leaves your face exposed to get hit. It might look fancy, but it leaves you very susceptible to getting hit. If those quads are starting to get on fire, that's what you want, especially your calves. Stick with it. 2 steps. Good, team, we're halfway through the round. If you need a little push, I want you to start picking up the pace just a notch. My more advanced fighters, you're more than welcome to take different types of head movements when you plant your feet. Some of you may know the pullback. Some of you may know how to bob and weave. Go ahead and do those things. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. Stick to what we're doing. You have 1 minute left, team, 1 minute. Relax the shoulders, don't let yourself get tense. Keep the hands open. We really only go to make a fist when we're going to punch. Otherwise, you don't want to be tense when you're trying to move your head. It's going to make you getting hit a lot easier. Be nice and relaxed. We have 30 seconds left. Elbows to pelvis when you slip, team. Elbows to pelvis. We have 15 seconds, and there's your 10-second warning. And rest. Yes, excellent, team. Go ahead and take that break, 30 seconds. All right, team, this next round, we're gonna get started in conditioning. So, conditioning is obviously going to be very important for fighters. We need to have good endurance, right, to be able to fight. So, you're going to have 30 seconds of squats or squat jumps. You're going to do the squat jumps. You're going to exhale as you come up. Basic body weight squat is your other option. For the next 30 seconds, you're going to transition into mountain climbers right away. You'll come down onto the ground, be in that high free position, pull one knee in after the other. If you cannot get onto the ground, the modification is to go ahead and put your hands up on something, a wall, a board, whatever you have, pull your knees up from there. Then the last one you're gonna have are sit-ups, come all the way down onto the ground. Plant those heels firm into the floor. Come all the way up and down. Make sure that those heels stay on the floor. We're trying to train those hip flexors to be nice and strong. If you cannot pull yourself all the way up, I want you to just give me crunches straight up and down. All right, team, here we go. We're gonna get started in that conditioning round. 30 seconds each in 5, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. 30 seconds of squat jumps. Team, for this conditioning round, we're going to be going through it twice. So each exercise we're doing for 30 seconds 2 times. And hold it here for another 15 seconds. Make sure that you can keep the pace, right? Choose a pace that you can hold for the entire 30 seconds. We're dropping down into mountain climbers in 5, 3, 2, and 1. Come right down. High plank position, pull one knee in and the other. My advanced fighters, if you can pop up onto those knuckles, do so. Start strengthening those wrists. Good team, keep the pace. You're here for another 15 seconds. Remember, you can always modify by not going onto the ground. You have 10 seconds, team, stick with it. We're transitioning into our sit-ups in 5, 3, 2, and 1. Planting those heels firm against the floor. Exhaling as we come up. Cross those hands over the chest or place them behind your head. You also have the option to modify with regular crunches. Keep the work, team, keep the work. You have 10 seconds. We're going through that one more time. Coming back into the squats or the squat jumps in 5, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, team. One more time through. This is your one and only conditioning round today. I let you off easy. You only have one. 20 seconds. Last 10. Back down into mountain climbers in 5, 3, 2, and 1. Back down into mountain climbers. Keeping that head in neutral spine. Make sure those elbows are turned towards the thighs. Keep working, team. You have another 15 seconds. Remember, you can take that modification if you need to. If at any point you need to take a break, take one good inhale, exhale, pop right back up into your movement. Good, team. We're going into sit-ups in 3, 2, and 1. This is your last set of 30 seconds in this round. Press those heels into the floor. That's your 10-second warning. And break, team. Good. 1 minute. Recover. All right, we're going right back into boxing as you expected. Next, we're going to learn what we've all been waiting for, a punch. Finally, we're getting into a punch. So we're going to start with our most basic, most important punch that we have, the jab. If you've ever been to any fight of any kind, you always hear people yell, jab, jab, jab. Our jab sets you up for offense. It can be used as defense. It can be used as a distraction. It is an all-encompassing good punch to be your number one punch. So I want us all to get into our boxing stance. In 5, 3, 2, and 1. I want us rocking back and forth. Now, team, while we're here, your jab, your number one punch, number one is going to be with your lead hand. Whenever I reference lead, that means whatever hand is in front. If I reference rear, that means whatever hand is in back. Right? So we're starting with our lead hand. I want you all to go ahead and freeze, extend that front hand, your lead hand right in front of you. Now, team, you want to make sure that this chin is tucked, lined up to your shoulder. You're always punching with your first 2 knuckles. Those are always the knuckles that you want to use so you don't injure the rest of your hand. Your rear hand is glued up against your chin, protecting yourself in case you have a wild loopy hook of any kind. My knees are also bent. Keep it here. I know your shoulder's on fire. Keep it up. I'm not standing straight up. I'm making sure I'm bent, and I'm putting a little bit of weight into my front foot. I'm not leaning. I'm not back here. I'm right in the middle. Keep it out. Hold it out. Good. Pull it back in. Rock. Good, team. Here we go again. You're going to extend the punch in 3, 2, 1. Hold it out. Good. Check yourself. Are my knees bent? Is my opposite arm up next to my face? Am I tucking my chin? Bring it back. Good. Extend it in 3, 2, 1. Hold it out. Good. Bring it back in. Good, team. Remember, if any of you play basketball, it's very similar to that movement. My arm is coming from A to B, right, in one straight motion. Same thing with the jab. You don't want the elbow to flare up as you go to punch. It's going to come right off the waist, extending and pulls back. All right, team. We have 1 minute and 15 seconds left in this round. What I want us to do when I say shoot, I want you to extend your jab, hold it for a second, bring it back. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Shoot, pull it back. Shoot, pull it back. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Good, don't anticipate. Shoot. 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 Good, team. The last 30 seconds, I want you to go full speed. When I say shoot, you're going to pull it out, pull it right back. Here we go. Shoot. 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 Bring a little bit of wing to the front foot. Shoot. 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 3, 2, and 1. Take a break. Good, team. All right. Now we're going to start to put some more things together. Now we're going to work the jab and your defense. That's the first two we're going to put together. So in this round, what I want us to do, we're going to be in the fight stance. Please take a break, grab a drink of water, whatever you need to do. But when I'm in the fight stance, from here I'm going to extend my jab. As I pull my jab back, I'm either going to slip to the left. I can extend my jab, pull it into my right slip, or I'm going to hold my jab out, duck right underneath. So team, we have about 30 seconds until this round gets started. Let's go ahead and get into our boxing stance in 3, 2, and 1. We're going to practice before the bell starts. So everyone extend your jab, hold it out in 3, 2, 1, extend and hold. I want you to pull it into the left slip when you're ready, and then reset back in your fighter's rhythm. Extend your jab in 3, 2, 1, hold it out. Good, pull it into the right slip now. Come back to center. Finally, extend your jab in 3, 2, 1, hold it out. Pull it back, duck right underneath. Good, team, here we go. The round's going to start. In this round, it's up to you which direction you want to slip after you jab. You're still using your lead hand no matter what. You're always using your jab hand, but your choice which direction you want to go. In 3, 2, and 1. Jab and slip. Jab and duck. Or jab and slip to the opposite side. You can go as slow or as fast as you want. My advice, take a couple slow and controlled. And then do one at full speed. Good, so why do we practice like this? Why is this one of the first things I'm teaching you? Chances are you go to hit someone, they're gonna want to hit you back. I gotta teach you how to move your head right away after you throw a punch. It's just a good habit to get into. There's a million different ways for us to use our defense. These are gonna be your 3 most basic forms of head movement. We still have 2 minutes. We're working the same thing over and over again. Then one day, maybe you really learn that you like to box, you may do some sparring, you can fight, you'll find that these things come out automatically. You just redo them over and over again. As tedious as it may be. We're halfway through the round. My advanced fighters, feel free to use different forms of head movement after your jab. Do not add any extra punches. Stay disciplined. Only throw the jab, perform one head movement. Stay on the balls of the feet, fighters. You have 1 minute left. We have 30 seconds, team, 30 seconds. Move your head out of the way. Make sure you're always focusing on something in front of you. Create an opponent for yourself. It can be a dot that you see on the wall behind, in front of you. It doesn't matter. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right, team, now we're going to put those things together. So, for this next round, you're going to use your jab, you're going to use your defense, and you're going to use your movement. All right, so you're going to move first. Jab, defense. I'm going to take here 2 steps in whatever direction I choose. I'm going to choose to step to the left. From here, I'm going to shoot my jab. Off my jab, I'm pulling into my slip of choice. I'm going to take 2 more steps in whatever direction I want. Extend the jab. Pull myself into my head movement. Come back to center, move again. So we're moving, jabbing, shooting, all right? Here we go, team. Your choice on which direction you want to go in 5, 3, 2, and 1. Take 2 steps. Shoot that jab, pull yourself into a head movement. Combining all 3 things that we've learned so far today. Take your time. You have to plant your feet before you shoot. That's not going to be something that we do all the time. Before this drill, make sure you plant your feet first. Shoot and then move. Good, I'm going to stay silent for at least a minute, and I just want you to work. We're halfway through the round. Start to see if you can pick up the pace a little bit, fighters. Just a notch. You don't want to gallop. You don't want to drag your feet either. You want to make sure you're gliding. Glide across the floor. On the balls of your feet. Make a commitment to yourself not to drop your hands within the round unless you're doing it on purpose. Which none of you should be doing it on purpose right now for the sake of this drill. We have 1 minute. I know your lead arm is getting tired. That's okay. Your jab hand is probably going to have a little bit more endurance strength than your rear hand's going to. That's just fine. It's not going to be like a bulging arm compared to your other one or anything like that. "20 seconds. Ten-second warning. 3, 2, and 1. Take a break. Team, grab a drink of water. We have 1 more round to go through, and then we'll cool down, and I'll get you on to the rest of your day. All right, so for this final round, I want us to put everything that we've learned together. So it may seem like that last round, yes, we put together the jab, we put together the defense, and we put together the footwork. But what I want you to do is to mix it up now. So for example, I may decide to go 2 steps to the side, 2 steps forward before I shoot my jab. After I shoot my jab, I may perform 2 movements of defense. I may not jab at all. I may just plant my feet and move my head. I want you to start to get creative right away, not taking any time wasted in creativity. All right? So we have 10 seconds to get ready. Fighters, you're going to get into that stance. We're going to get started. This is your final round. Make it count. Dig deep. This is it. In 3, 2, and 1. Show me what you learned in this round. My advanced fighters, you have 2 minutes left. If you want to start moving in a circle rather than in a box, go ahead and do so. Go ahead and move around in that ring rotation rather than square to the camera. This is your first time. I want you to stay square. See, feel free if you want, you can double jab. You can triple jab. We have half a round left, half of the round. Good, so you stick to what you know. Stick to what you learned. This is your first class. My coach had the best saying when I first started. He told me that the minute I start to fight someone else's fight, I'm going to lose. All right, so you got to stick literally to what you know. Don't go trying a bunch of stuff that you haven't learned yet. We're going to get to it. Don't worry about it. See if you can start picking up the pace just a little bit. Stick with the jab though. Advanced fighters, keep to the jab. Stay disciplined even if you're doing different forms of defense. Stick to your jab. In 3, 2, and 1. Yes, team, absolutely wonderful, good work. Let's go ahead and get into a very quick cool down to let out the rest of this 5 minutes and then we'll be good to go. So I want everyone to go ahead. We don't need a mat. We're just going to stay standing. I want you to roll your shoulders back just a couple of times, getting out of that slouch position that we were just in for 40 minutes straight. Roll the shoulders back. Good, when you're ready, go ahead and roll the shoulders forward now. Good, from here I want you to spread your feet a little bit wider than shoulder width. Bring those arms straight to the side. Reach for the ground. You can bend those knees to tilt that spine to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, come back to center, switch sides. Turn that torso, open up the chest, open the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, come back up to center. Good, from here I want you to place your hands on your hips. Make sure your toes are facing forward. Press those hips back, go straight down, keeping your chest flat to the floor. Once your chest cannot be flat anymore without rolling, rounding the shoulders, let them round. Let your head hang heavy. Sway side to side. Stretching the hamstrings. Letting the head hang heavy. Inhale. Exhale, round yourself up vertebrae by vertebrae until you are standing up. Good team, roll those shoulders back. We're going to place one hand over the heart, one hand over the stomach. We're going to take 3 deep breaths all together. Inhale. Hold at the top. Exhale. Inhale. Hold at the top. Exhale. Good, and one more. Inhale. Hold at the top. And exhale. All right, thank you so much for joining this on-demand boxing workout with WorkWell NYC. Once again, my name is Rachel. Remember to visit on nyc.gov/upcoming events for the full live fitness class schedule, and we'll see you there.